I'm gonna jump into Stanley Parable and see what we can play tonight. They have added a bunch of new stuff. We're gonna see what it is right here, right now. It's Stanley Parable time.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Yes.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Happy, stable
And then
job.
one day, something very peculiar happened. He got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh yeah, this door.
When
Yeah.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We always go right.
Drinking it but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. I don't do that. Is this the exact same first round I did last time I played over like a year ago? This feels like exactly what I did last time. If I jump off again, I'm literally...
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off. I realize that investing your trust in someone else, but in his eagerness to prove that he...
Did I bought an entirely new copy of this game to do the same thing? Let's see if we just follow his instructions. Let's just do everything right.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Marketing
Stanley decided to go up to his
Mondays!
boss's office, hoping he
Marketing!
might find an answer there.
Mondays! Atrioc reference.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What dark secret was being held from him?
Tell me.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Kid dream luck. 1 in 7
Descending
trillion.
deeper into the building, Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay.
But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Off. I hope the guy monitoring me presses happy one day. I hope so too, man.
Yes! He had won!
Yes!
He had defeated the machine! For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Yeah. The moral lesson
Whatever
is if
life
you do
he
everything
lives,
you're told
it will be
at all
his.
times, that is
That was
the key to
all
happiness.
he needed to know, and Stanley was happy.
Good ending! Alright, I beat the game. So now I should get the new stuff, right?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Shut the fuck up. Oh! The new content door!
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Yes!
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
I'm so excited.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful.
Ultra Deluxe. Alright.
Is it broken? What's going on here? All
we
right,
go.
finally, at long last, it's on to the new content.
Let's go,
I've never
baby.
been more ready. Let's do it.
Woo!
Oh, okay. Let's see
Here
the
we go.
content.
I'm not
Give me
gonna-
the content, Stanley.
Alright. Content.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Press space to jump. Oh, they added jumping. Great. Okay. Alright. Well, to be honest, that was worth it. If that's what I spent $30 on, that was sick. I mean, around the 15th jump, I started to realize, like, the freedom of motion. That was great, but I'm sure there's more.
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not
Hold off.
positive.
It's like Morbius.
It's
The
just
first time you don't get it.
elevators and let's
There's
see
more.
it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it. Rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
I love this game because I can beat it fast.
It's my fault,
unlike
Stanley.
Elden Ring.
I built up too much anticipation around the new content.
I did all the new stuff. I'm done.
It could never have lived up to such expectations.
Shad doesn't keep asking me to play it because I beat it.
Why don't we just reset the game?
All right. Wow. Now that's new content. Now wait a minute here. Hey, I didn't want actual new content. That's hard and challenging. I wanted
Stanley, come over here.
No. I won't.
Oh. You don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
Shit, did I just lock myself into the old content?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. I
fucking done it! Fuck!
Psst.
Yeah.
I call it the memory zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release?
I didn't want to anyway.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
Beautiful.
And now, it's nothing. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore.
Cringe.
It's just a husk now, with an hour of new elevator content. These were simpler times, Stanley.
I'm off. Oh, what the hell?
Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work out. What an awful memory to have to hold on to.
Hey, man, it's
What's
okay.
this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
If that's a real review, what would be the fucking point? What's the fucking... You just walk through hallways?
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. Frozen there.
Hey,
I don't know why
Yappy.
the skips are getting
Quit
longer,
talking, Skip!
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. It has come to represent us.
Oh, shit. Time is starting to ravage this building a bit. This is actually such a funny fucking concept. Oh, fuck. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm scared. I'm actually scared. Skip. Oh. Wait, it fell. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. This whole building fell over. This is not 5 minutes. I can't believe that's an ending.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Okay.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time
Here
ever
it comes.
the Stanley Parable 2.
Yes! Holy shit, it's a sequel! Taste the sequel. More TSP, more Stanley Parable, better Stanley Parable. Win-win. Paradigm shift synergy? Yes! This is my fucking... Yes! Oh,
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
A whole new office. Updated, ray traced, more of the same, but in a good way. Woo! Ray tracing, yes! How about this one? The reassurance bucket. Let's try that.
I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
That's awesome.
You may even come to long
me have
for
it.
the gentle embrace of
me have
jarring
it.
cognitive dissonance while the bucket
Let me have
is
the
in
bucket. I want the bucket.
And to be honest, it's a much more
Give me the
convenient
bucket!
solution Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Holy shit.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2. Here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game.
Oh, nice.
This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling.
But I don't want to. I don't want to fall on this hole infinity times. But as long as I got my trusty bucket with me.
One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Kind of peaceful, though.
But I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
I mean, it wasn't really
If that
close.
works for you,
No, it
then
wasn't.
go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top
I don't
of the
want
hole
to.
and we can move on.
I'm having a hunger strike, me and the bucket.
Had enough? I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about. And I've had enough of the hole for... Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where...
Oh, it's really
Wow.
short.
I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
I don't want the hole to get shorter because it's fun to fall down the hole.
Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me, or even a very aggressive
Yeet!
dip. How is this still appealing to you? Is the, teleport button not working? I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole. Now
wait!
you'll get more time with it than you
But it's
could
not
ever
even a
have asked
hole!
for. It's a win for everyone. Have a
Wait,
wonderful
make it a little deeper before you go. What is going on out there? Oh, wait. It's descending. Change your perspective. Change your perception.
Stanley?
Stanley!
Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake. From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
Just make it
And I'm
deeper!
looking forward to all of them. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
Who says Toodle Pip? Doodle Pip. That was a good ending. There's collectibles.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
Yeah. Wait.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely
That is tragic. That is tragic. You want to do it for the love of the game. Is there actually 5 more, though? I bet there is. I'm going to try to find them.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yes,
Ready
sir.
to move on now? So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
All right, sounds good.
The Stanley Parable 2. Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of...
Epilogue.
Okay, never mind. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of
Are you
course,
describing what you did for
with
this game?
respect.
Yeah, I don't know
Go
if they were
ahead.
specifically calling out Overwatch
Take a
2,
look.
but the timing is so funny because everything in this game is like basically... Wait, this is Stanley Parable 2? Oh, there's the bucket! Wow, the reassurance bucket! Figurine Fighters Committee meeting today in the meeting room. Oh, shit. Missions... Oh, I already have 3 of these. Wait, somewhere both red and blue, stairs, a large room with lots of boxes. There will be a reward for finding them all. Trust the completionist instinct. Easy clap.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines. Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a... Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room. Stanley took the door on his left
Psych.
to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go
Is that the
somewhere
bucket's
else.
voice?
The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo
Wait,
lift.
why is the bucket's voice like, oi, bruv? About this plank. Ah-ha-ha. Yeah. Yeah!
Getting close now, Stanley. And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door. You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
I've never seen
It's
this.
this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the adventure line?
Yeah.
We could make the adventure line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
That sounds great. What if I go to the broom closet, though? Oh, yeah. Will this be on YouTube? Just this part. Just me in this broom closet will be on YouTube. 15-minute unbroken video. I guess there's nothing.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about.
Yeah!
But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something
Not
up.
my bucket. Not my bucket.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We
No!
need to get rid of the bucket.
No!
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character.
No!
This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Oh, no.
Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
No, I don't get it. Let me out of here!
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. They want hurry and... The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. Goodbye,
Rotten
new
pieces,
friend.
bitch.
For the moment in time that you were here.
Rip Bozo. That's an ending? That's an ending? Somewhere both red and blue.
Stanley and the
Oh, I
bucket
remember.
walked up.
It's the red and blue door thing. Where was that?
Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Aha!
Give me... And there it is. The last Stiglywig.
Yes!
Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment for the
I
sake
am the
of
greatest
doing it.
gamer!
There's so many people. Look there on the wall. You see? There's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here?
I bring the bucket everywhere!
The problem is that you... Please, step in here for a moment.
I don't want to.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Item 1. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket?
I don't know. No.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
That's still a bucket!
Item 4. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. This is a bucket.
How? How? How is it a bucket?
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I
You
ever
are a
had
bucket.
to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
No, it's not.
I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets
No!
from the game.
No, 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 no.
Okay. What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear?
Everything was a bucket.
Everything a bucket? Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're
It's not that wonderful.
So, tell you what. I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Thank God.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket.
I got all the clues.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things.
What
It's
the
just,
fuck?
it's those figurines. But won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? Ah, here's where it all began. The first collectible.
Yeah.
Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd
Well,
find.
we sorta did,
sure,
right?
it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? And here was a second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own. Let's see, what came
Crystal
next?
clear.
I can't actually say I
No, we
remember
didn't.
being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
No, we didn't do this. Hey.
This was the 5th mini-Stan, and this one was really something special. Because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
This is old YouTube, baby.
Takes you
Yeah,
back,
that was
doesn't it?
wicked. That
I
was
spent
sick.
a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else. Then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine.
Wait, how is
right
this
here by the
organized?
red and blue doors. And then there was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment.
At least I have
Goodbye,
12
memory zone.
figurines.
No, I'm not done.
what?
I'm not ready to move on. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards.
I like the figurines. Don't get me
Okay,
wrong.
yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I thought I loved this. I'm just so busy today. Gotta wrap
And
this.
here's where I
up.
made that video.
Yeah,
Don't you remember
I
the
do.
video we
Yeah, it
watched?
was fun.
This is it. The very first
Yep.
one we found. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I
Nah,
want to keep going. What
I
else
think
is
we
there?
got it.
What came before this? Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I want more. More memories. Oh, yes, the 2 doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one. And before everything else, there was your office.
I know.
Is
I've
there
been in
anything
it.
else? Was there something that came before your
No,
office?
that was it.
There's
Just me
something
buying
I
the
feel
game.
I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. Came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions.
Wait,
He
what?
would decide
Is this
which way
lore?
to go. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? I want to go back to how it used to be.
But then I won't exist.
Yes. I can
And I
be
can't
on
get my bucket.
own again. I can do it. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
Just don't beat
I
it.
did enjoy telling
Collectibles.
this story so very much.
Is that really it? One more run of the office?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. A cargo lift. Yeah, good.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked, how deeply it
Couldn't
touched
end any other way.